Football indeed is a unifying factor across the African continent, the CAF Confederations Cup and CAF Champions League trends. It's indeed a wonderful weekend. We experience football all over the continent of Africa.
Well, thank goodness to the NPFL that has brought us to this very stage, because I didn't mean all the clubs in the NPFL were doing very good, very better, like teams in South Africa and teams in North Africa. We won't be playing in the CAF Prelims. We'll just wait for the CAF Prelim, then head towards the next stage. But no disrespect to the NPFL, I'm really happy that the CAF is back, and CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation Cup is back. Rivers United, Kwara United, Abia Warriors are not forgetting the league champions, Remo Stars of Ikene, doing the unthinkable, because trust me, it's an unthinkable thing to think that Remo Stars will trash their counterpart by 4-0 at home here, and Rivers and Abia Warriors to picking 1 point at home too. We just hope that away from home they do better, because if at all they go and play a goalless draw away from home, that means they'll come back to the NPFL and just focus on the league and the FA Cup too. But for Rivers United, 0-0 draw away from home is actually a very good scoreline. Let them just come back to the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium and finish everything off. While for Kwara United against Asante Kotoko, it's a Jollof derby. Anytime, any day. Asante have done their own in Ghana. It's now 3-2. Sorry. It's now 4-3. Now you have just one duty. Just come back home and beat Asante Kotoko by 2-0 and qualify to the next round. That's just it for me.
Well, it wasn't a bad result all through for the clubs of Nigeria, representation from Nigeria, because we've seen Remo Stars doing magnificently well in that encounter. Rivers United going out there to, come up with 0-0 draw. Indeed, a good result for Rivers United. Kwara United as well. The ones we did not expect they can actually achieve such a feat. But indeed, they did so well. Abia Warriors at home drawing 1-1 draw with Juliba FC. Well, we saw that game trends. I think Abia Warriors had a chance to actually win that match with 3 goals or 4 goals at the end of the day. But what do you think really went wrong with the team of Abia Warriors?
Well, I think we should just cut them some slack anytime we are talking about Abia Warriors. This is the first time in their history they are getting a play in the continental sport as a team in Nigeria. And let's not forget that most of their players, this is the first time too they are playing in the CAF Confederation Cup. So I think, I said it before, we should cut them some slack. And Imam Amapakabo, the coach of the side, I said it already, it's a 50-50 game. Football is 50-50. He said it in the press conference that they just have to put everything on the table and just see the result they get. Then outside that, they still continue. Tomorrow, he said, the day will break and everything. That's how everything is. So for me, Abia Warriors, they played very well. They deserve to win that game. But at the end of the day, some things happen, technical changes and technical decisions from, I think, the coaching crew and all of that. Because there's no way, I'll not even blame the coaching crew. The players on the pitch of play. There were so many misplaced chances, so many big chances that was created that Abia Warriors, they just have one duty, just put the ball at the back of the net. The first 45 minutes would have even ended the game by at least 3-0 in the first half, because we saw glimpses of chances time and time again. Sunday Megwo, the star man, that's like the best player of Abia Warriors. He flattered to deceive on a very big occasion. Sunday Megwo, all those chances he had on a normal day, even against Remo Stars, even against Enyimba, even against Rivers United, he will slot the ball in at the back of the net. But against Joliba FC, he just had one duty, just perform. And at the end of the day, yesterday he was playing as if he was frustrated at some point, because he's a star man, he's a number 9, he's a pinpoint striker, but he was now going to the right wing, he was now going to the left wing. He did not even know where he was playing. Now you are going to the right wing and whipping cross into the 18-yard box. Who do you expect to be in the 18-yard box to get the ball at the back of the net when your primary duty is to be a striker and score goals? But it did not happen. We saw the one-on-one chance he missed, a big chance. That was the biggest chance of the game. The one-on-one chance he missed. But when I'm talking about Sunday Megwo like this, let's not forget that he gave the pre-assist. It was from his pass that they got an assist that Obioma scored a goal. Emeka Obioma scored a goal. So I think it was a good game on the whole. But Abia Warriors, they had one thing that was lacking. clinical finishes, and I think that was what was lacking. Their defense was up there. We saw Joku, the right back of Abia Warriors. Even we saw Uzondu too, the left back too from Ikorodu City, joining Abia Warriors. He was so solid. Even Uzondu, this is the first time he's playing a game from full 90 minutes with Abia Warriors. So I think on the whole they were so very decent in the defense, decent in the midfield. But going forward, that was where I think some things was not really working well for Abia Warriors. So in their next game, Imama have seen everything all. He have seen where it needs to work. The defense is working. See, despite, I understand the antics will be there when they travel to Mali. Everything will be there. The pressure will be there, and the fans too. Everything will just be against them, against Abia Warriors when they travel to Mali to play against Joliba in the second leg. But if you can play the way you played today, but just score goals. Trust me, if Abia Warriors plays the same way they played today,
you mean the way they play yesterday?
They play the way they played yesterday against Joliba in Mali, and they just solve one problem: score goals. Abia Warriors to beat Joliba by 2-0. Well, take this to the bank.
Well, I think Abia Warriors were a little bit respecting Joliba FC too much. That whole idea, that mentality of, okay, this is the first time they are playing the continent. They had a good game. They have a good squad. They had a good game, a good pitch. Come on, just get the chances, utilize it, and you win the match at the end of the day. But I didn't see that happen. I think they respected too much Joliba FC and making it look like, okay, Joliba FC, they are more experienced. They've been there in the continent over and over again, and that caused them to concede a goal almost at the end of the match. Well, but again, let's just hear what Coach Imam Kwakabo had to say at the end of the game.
We lost the game by ourselves. We drew the game rather by ourselves, because like you said, the essence of possession that is not purposeful, doesn't result to anything. And at the point in time, my team started flighting the balls so very much, and they were not winning the first or the second balls, and it became a problem, And when a team does not play deliberately, they give it to the Malian team. They were purposeful in their play. They knew what they wanted to do. They kept the ball, and we were not returning back in good numbers. And we got punished for it. But that's what for you. We'll go back, we'll review, we'll look at the things that we need to do in the next game going forward. If I come here in a post-conference and start talking about the things that I intend to do, then it's like I'm just giving away whatever it is I have to do in the next game away to the opponent. But we'll go back. We'll be able to look at where we got it right and where we got it wrong. I think the game would have been wrapped up in the first half. We didn't convert the chances that came our way. Football is football, We know we put ourselves in a bad situation. We must go there to get a result. They came here, they were able to get a 1-1. So which means whatever result that we have to get there must be that we must score. Goalless is not even good for us. So we have to go back and plan. It's not over until it is over. We have another 90 minutes to play. We've seen it, like I said, we'll go back, we'll review a whole lot of the things that we're able to do right and the things that we're not able to do right tactically, and we'll keep on working on a conversion of our chances.
Okay, that was Coach Imam Makbakabo. You heard that he said he accepted the fact that game would have been wrapped up during the first half, but they failed to do so, and they hope to go to Mali and get at least. They just have to qualify to the next rounds. They just have to win or draw in Mali with a good margin. Trent, 2-1, or what do you think is the result that will get Abia Warriors out of this situation they are at the moment?
Well, to clear everything, even though they get a draw, if Abia Warriors does not score, if it's a 0-0 draw, Joliba still qualifies. Abia Warriors doesn't qualify because Joliba came to Nigeria and they scored a goal. Abia considered a goal at their home front. And if Abia gets to travel there and fails to score against Joliba, if it's 0-0 draw, Joliba qualifies easily. If it's 1-1 draw, they go all the way to penalties. 2-2 draw, they still go all the way to penalties. So, see, Abia Warriors, no matter what you do, if you know you are going to draw this game, draw it by 1-1. The same scoreline at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, you take it to Mali, same scoreline. Don't draw by 0-0, please. I'm begging. Don't draw 0-0. Just make sure that it's 1-1, 2-2, then you're now deciding penalty. Or, see, I say this, and I'm still optimistic about this. If Abia Warrior gets to play the way they played against Joliba at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, and they try as much as possible to be clinical in front of goal, Abia Warriors wins Joliba by 2-0. Take my word to the bank.
All right, that's it for the game between Abia Warriors and Joliba FC. Trends, another interesting encounter. Kwara United. Kwara United. We didn't expect... Okay, let me not talk for all of us. I did not expect Kwara United to be able to score that number of goals in Ghana.
Well, sometimes when I just see Kwara United playing in the CAF Confederation Cup Prelims, I remember one team from Ebonyi State that had been the one, the president FA Cup, they would have been the one playing against Asante Kotoko. But I'm really happy that it's Kwara, and Kwara have scored 3 goals against Asante Kotoko. I cannot remember the last time an MPFL club in the CAF competition, both in the Champions League and the Confederation Cup, scored 3 goals away from home. That's massive for me. That's really, really massive, I must say. But now, Kwara have scored 3 goals. When they come back home, they just have one duty. See, Kwara United, even who have just one duty, win them by 2-0 and just qualify. When you get to the group stage, you know the million that's there in the group stage. Just win them. And I love the way Kwara United are doing. I love the ambition. I love the drive. Even in the NPFL year, I know they are distracted a little bit. MPFL, juggling MPFL with the CAF competitions too, but they try to manage everything. They try to manage the risks and everything, and still put everything together to make sense. And that's what they have been doing. NPFL, they are not really bad in the CAF competitions too. Scoring 3 goals, that's a big statement. Asante Kotoko will be like, why did we concede 3 goals against Kwara United at home here? That means if they come back out, if they come to Nigeria, if they travel down to Nigeria, come this weekend, what will happen? So I'm really happy for the kind of statement Kwara United have made to the people of Ghana. So Ghanaians, you all should watch out, because Kwara United are qualifying to the next stage of the CAF Confederation Cup.
A very experienced Rivers United going out there to draw 0-0 away from home. Trends. I think Rivers United are in a better position right now because they just need to come home and win. It's as simple as that, right?
They were supposed to win this game against Le Angel du Congo, because I feel Rivers United is like a big team. When you're talking Rivers United, obviously are the better side when you're talking about MPFL teams in the continent of Africa. Yeah, the ratings, the rankings is a proof, and even the way they play is a proof. And Rivers United in the league year, let's not just look away. They have been very phenomenal since the beginning of the season. They have players that can score goal anytime, any day. I can start mentioning the list. The list is very long. So them drawing away from home, in a barren draw away from home, it's a good result, but they were supposed to score, because scoring is not their problem. So what happened? Finidi George, what happened to your boys? Scoring was not their problem. That's to tell you that you have to create the chances and you have to be clinical in front of goal. The same thing that happened to Abia Warriors. I just hope that it does not flip when they come into Nigeria too. Because when the team from Congo comes to Nigeria and play a 1-1 draw, 1-1, 2-2, the team qualifies. Rivers United goes back home with nothing. So that's it. So now you have played a 0-0 draw against your counterpart. You have not scored. You have not conceded. Now what if you come and you cannot win them and you play a draw and it's not a 0-0 draw? So the kind of situation that Abia Warriors are, that's the same situation that Rivers United are, because it's almost like the same thing. It's almost like the same thing.
It's not really the same, because the situation of Rivers United, they'll be playing at the Gossip Pabio International Stadium. And
the same stadium that Abia Warriors drew.
You know the fans behind Rivers United. You know people like Ubon Friday has a massive followership, and that will draw a lot of fans into the stadium.
Well,
and
definitely.
That alone, the number 12 man on the pitch, because that's what it is. That support from fans for Rivers United, definitely, I think it will be a moral booster.
Definitely.
And Rivers United stands a better chance, as far as I am concerned, on this one.
I think that was what Abia Warriors were lacking, the 12th man, because people that went to see the game at the Gossip Pabio International Stadium, they were just sitting and just enjoying the atmosphere and everything. Most of them, maybe it's the first time they are visiting there, because in the stadium, the stadium is not supposed to be calm and cool. Everywhere is supposed to be vibrating so that the opponents will be shaking a little bit, and everything will just go negative for them, south for them, because, come on, you are visiting, you are a visitor there, you're not the landlord there. So Rivers United, most of the fans of Rivers United will come out as an Akwa United fan. Like, Akwa United fans will go because of Ubon Friday. Akwa United fans will still go because of Sheyi Oguntayo. And there's one last man too, Anyekemi Okun to the star man to there for Rivers United. Akwa Ibom boys just full everywhere. So I think that's what it will be. There will be more fans at the Godsluck Babi International Stadium in the match of Rivers United than we saw of Abia Warriors.
And the big boys, the reigning NPFL champions, Remo Stars, doing it big. I mean, they had to make a big statement right there, scoring 4 goals to nothing. Trent, that's massive.
Well, you know that these same teams played against the reigning champions back then, Enugu Rangers, US Limash. And what happened? Enugu Rangers, they were nowhere to be found. And guess what? Enugu Rangers played their 2-leg games at home at the Godsluck Babi International Stadium. They played the doubleheader at home here. So US Limash did not travel back to their country. So everything was at home here, but they still flattered to deceive. I'm happy that Remo Stars, I'm happy that you don't give them as far as Morocco, because that's the team that like a ton of a flesh on them. I'm happy that they play like a champions. They gave a statement like a champions, 4 goals to nothing. That's the big statement already. Let's see, now we are not even supposed to be talking about Remo Stars versus or US match against Remo Stars. Remo Stars versus Mamelodi Sundowns. That's what we're supposed to be talking about, because they have deleted US Limassol. Now, up next, South Africans, we are coming for you.
Well, if we must talk a little bit about that game trend, because as it stands right now, Remo Stars are already done, and they are done with this game, because there's just no way they can go out and concede more than 4 goals. And definitely, as they're going out to play, I'm sure they will score a goal in that match. But Mamelodi Sundowns against Remo Stars, Trent, that's a big one. That's a match. That's a game that a lot of fans are eager to see. Definitely. Do you think Remo Stars, current squad of Remo Stars, can stand against Sundowns?
I think we are too fast in our fixtures, because see, let's just celebrate with this one win. Let's just celebrate in this moment. We are too fast. Let's not say nice thing about Remo Stars at the end of the day, because we know what is there. But don't worry. We'll make our research about Mamelodi Sundowns. We are coming for them. See, there's football in Nigeria, no matter what. But there is one man I want to celebrate at Remo Stars, Leonard Nenge. I really want to celebrate this young lad, because he scored a goal against US Limassol. But so many people say he flattered to deceive at the Chan Championship. Yeah, it was obvious and all of that. But he's making a statement. A defender scoring.
He did not just flatter. See, what happened to him is unexplainable, because it's as if his village people went with him to Chan.
But he scored a goal for his club side.
Yeah.
That is a big boy. He's a star boy for Remo Stars. He might not be a star boy for the Chan Eagles, but he's a star boy for Remo Stars.
Well, Trent, he has been delivered. Thanks to God, that happened, and we saw him scoring a goal right there. All the best to all the Nigerian sides representing in the CAF Confederations Cup and also the CAF Champions League. I have a conviction that this time around, Trent, we are going to see at least 3 Nigerian sides in the group stages.
In the group stages, I'm happy. Yeah, I think...
No. Tell me, do you think we will see at least 3 Nigerian sides in the group stages?
Yeah. 3. I think 3 is too much.
Pick your 3. I pick Remo Stars, I pick Rivers United, and I also pick Kwara United.
Rivers, Remo, and Kwara. I think I'll say we'll see 4. Rivers, Remo, Kwara, and Abia. Yeah.
Okay.
You're saying Kwara lost their game away from home?
Yeah. The fact that they lost... Anyway, let's not go there. Remo, Rivers, Kwara for me, and you are saying 4.
Everybody.
Good.
And it's been a while we saw just one team in the first category of matches from Nigeria losing. Just one team lost today, which was Kwara.
And they lost away.
Lost in the first CAF Prelims, which was just Kwara. The rest. Have you seen the past record? When Eyimba, Rangers, Rivers, and Remo are there.
Well, Trent, that's to say...
It's only Rivers that comes out scot-free.
Better things have happened to the Nigerian football, and indeed, good things are going to continue happening in the Nigerian football scene. This is the Locker Room Central. If you're just joining us, please follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trent, the NPFL, Match Day 5. Yes. Interesting matches we saw. Trent, a lot of goals have been scored the past weekend.
Definitely, a lot of goals. I'm really happy.
And we are still expecting more goals. We are still expecting more goals.
We are still expecting more goals. Imagine just one match and we are seeing 6 goals in the NPFL. Ikorodu, what happened? What happened? Why would you concede 4 goals, Ikorodu? And this Ikorodu were the highest scoring side last season, oh. The highest scoring team in the NPFL last season. What happened this season, Ikorodu, please? My brothers in Lagos State, please take heart. But this is the NPFL, and you're gonna love it actually. So I'm really happy that the NPFL is showing us all these blockbusters, because so many people used to complain that there is no goals in the NPFL, there's no this, there's no that. But let me start with Ikorodu. I start with Ikorodu, and Ikorodu is a team that anytime I see private club doing very well, anytime you mention private club that are at least trying their best, you turn and look at Ikorodu, because they don't have the same financial capacity just like Remo Stars, and yeah, it's just like Remo Stars, but they try as much as possible to stay up there, to stay afloat, to play good brand of football too. Let's not dispute the fact that Nuruddin Awuroro, the coach of Ikorodu, left to Shooting Stars, and everything is just like they're starting again, and everything is just like they are trying to build the team. Even one of the main backbone of the team, Adepuju too, he went to Shooting Stars he got a job with Shooting Stars. So those 2 figures leaving a team at the same time, at the same season, that's to show you that something you have to calm down. And this this Ikorodu rather, last season, in the first stanza of the season, they were like the poorest side. One of the, let me not say the poorest side, one of the poorest side. I don't mean in finances, but in performance. But in the second stanza, the resurgence came in when they changed their coach. The Bright Ozabagbe was the coach of Ikorodu last season in the first stanza. And the second stanza, they brought in Nuruddin Awuroro, and from there, it transmogrified their fortune. And they ended 4th on the table. Even though Abia Warriors were like, even though Imam Amakpakabu was the coach of Abia Warriors, trust me, Ikorodu would have been the one playing in the CAF Confederation Cup preliminary stages currently. But I was really happy for them, the way they came back and they were doing very well. And I said it before, highest scoring side last season, but this season again, I don't know if that's the magic they want to do. The first stanza of the season, they just look for a way to acclimatize themselves into the way the league is, the season is. I just hope that that's not what they are going to do. But if it's what they are going to do, I just hope that I just pray it works for them, because if it doesn't work for them, Ikorodu, I'm sorry to say, but you'll be languishing in the relegation waters.
Ikorodu City lost quite a bunch of players coming this season, because you saw the CAF Cup Abia Warriors played. One of them, Jibrini was right there, and he played with Ikorodu City last season. They've lost a bunch of players, so they are still trying to put themselves together as a team, So kudos to them. They played away. It's not easy to play away and still score 2 goals. And they are playing against Niger Tornadoes this season. Niger Tornadoes are not joking.
Yes.
Niger Tornadoes are not joking. They are making a bold statement, and I think as it stands right now, they are contenders too for the champion.
It's not too early.
They are contenders for the title. Come on.
See, all these things is initial gra. Before we'll know the real contenders. When once the likes of Rivers comes back, Remo Stars comes back, maybe when they kick them out from the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation Cup. Yeah, I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, but when they kick them out, they will come back and focus all in. Niger Tornadoes, they just have one thing, NPFL. The President FA Cup is not up and running currently, so it's just the NPFL they are in. So they have to put in their all to make sure that they get the results now to stay afloat, because what they are doing now is result to stay afloat. That's what they are doing. Result to not... See, NPFL, even though you are in 10th position, match day 35, if you lose your next game, you will see yourself in the... you see yourself in the 17th spot. So, get the results now that it's early days, because when the real owners of the league comes back fully, see, you'll be looking for a way, you'll be begging for points, and you will not see.
Well, quite an interesting thing happened right there in the city of Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. Bayelsa United, they lost at home against Nasarawa United, and that match was delayed. The kickoff was delayed for a while because of the heavy downpour, and they still lost. That's something quite interesting, because Bayelsa United this season, they've been able to go away and pick up points. What happened at home?
Well, Nasarawa United came from sun to win them in water.
Oh, wow.
It's really sad. It's really sad, because why would Nasarawa United, from dry land, those people does not really know what it means to swim. From dry land, they are coming here and they are making you swim in your own field. So, Bayelsa United, the first team to win away from home against Shooting Stars this season. and they have X has cancelled X. So they won away from home. That win against Shooting Stars, but that's why United have cancelled it now. Because no, I'm serious. That's why United have cancelled it, because why would you lose against? That's right. You're not even losing against a team like let me say Rivers. That okay, yeah, it's a derby game, or you're losing against Remo Stars, yeah, or other big teams, Kano Pillars and Katsina like that. You're losing against Nasarawa United. Well, congratulations to Anas Yusuf and his team. I don't even know if he's still a player at Nasarawa United, but it's all good. He was a player last season, the highest goal scorer. And Nasarawa United, I'm really happy for them because of things were like going a little bit south last season. They should just look for a way to stay in the league. That's the plan. Look for a way to stay in the league. No matter what happens, look for a way to stay in the league, because the NNL is not a place to stay. The NNL is not a place to come to.
It's becoming more difficult now.
It's not even becoming. It's more difficult than the NPFL. It's more difficult than the NPFL because of everything. Well, when we get to the NNL, we will talk about the NNL. So that's why United, big win for them. Bayelsa United, Monday or Digay, they just have to go back to the drawing board, check where and where. It's not nice. It's not like picking away point, full maximum point against Shooting Stars and dashing it out to Nasarawa United. It doesn't correlate at all. So they should try as much as possible to, because after this game now, their next game, they're traveling away from home. And in the MPFL, no one can assure even 1 point away from home. So they should try their best. At least a draw at home is always very good.
Well, definitely you're not assured of 1 point away from home. That's what happened to Kun Khalifat FC when they traveled to Shooting Stars. They lost away from home to Shooting Stars, Kun Khalifat FC, Trends. You know, we initially, when this season started, we were hoping that Kun Khalifat FC would be able to make a statement in this season. Their first time in the NPFL. Do you think they are going to be the whipping boys?
They are the whipping boys already.
No, they are not. Definitely. Nah, come on. You can't say that.
Which club is the whipping boy? Okay, play two. Sorry.
Okay, nice.
I knew what I did there. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I just had to look for a way to put in play into the conversation. But Kun Khalifa FC, I still say this. They were my best team in the NNL last season. But you're coming to play against Shooting Stars that have changed almost everything about the team. Look at the way the total package. I understand they don't know what it means to win trophy currently. I mean, Shooting Stars, they don't know how it feels to win trophies now. Yeah, they are serial winners that year in the 90s. Yeah, they were serial winners of the NPFL, but since this century, they have not really won anything tangible for themselves. But now they are trying as much as possible. There's football in Ibadan anytime, any day. Lekon Salami Stadium. The people doesn't want to hear that Shooting Stars lost, Shooting Stars draw at home. They just want to see that Shooting Stars win their game. And Kun Khalifa FC, they are still those guys. They are doing everything possible to keep their mental health up there, because these people, there's a whole lot of things going on in their psychology, because they are not playing in their home game, in their home ground rather, in Imo State. They are traveling all the way to the Imba International Stadium to play their games, and now traveling from Abia State to Ibadan, they are not even branching Imo State. They are I think they are even camping at Imba, or maybe they will camp at Imo State and now travel to Aba for their home games. It doesn't correlate at all. So I think it was a big win for Shooting Stars. It was always glaring that Kun Khalifa will always lose to Shooting Stars currently, but I just want to see as Kun Khalifa will rally around and stay in the league, because if they should go back to the NPFL, it should take another 5 years. Sorry, if they should go back to the NNL, it should take another 5 years to come back to the NPFL. Trust me, because of the financial crisis they are passing through currently. And for Shooting Stars, well, Oga Boys, not the Oga Boys, the Oga Boys. Well, the Oloye Boys here, that's what they are called. Congratulations to you. Let's just hope that you keep this momentum, because if you don't keep it, we'll keep it for you.
Definitely, if you don't keep it, we'll definitely keep it for you, because Enyimba FC of Aba, they were able to win against Bendel Insurance 3-2.
Big game for me. Trust me.
That game produced the second highest number of goals.
Because that game is like I think for me the game of the week.
But seriously, the Benin Arsenals were able to score two against
Enyimba away from home.
Yeah.
That's a big statement. I'm really happy for them. Greg Ikenoba, the coach of Bendel Insurance, is doing a very great job with them. Let's not forget, Bendel Insurance is a team that came saw and conquered too in the NPFL. They came from the NNL. At some point, they were on a beaten run. They won the FA Cup. They went to the continent too. They have a whole lot of experience in the team. Enyimba too. Yeah, the biggest team in the NPFL, so they have experience too. Well, I'm really happy that they try and rally around the way to score Bendel Insurance score them and get the victory for themselves. Joseph Atule is no more with them. We saw Joseph Atule scoring for Kwara United today. Scoring for Kwara United against Asante Kotoko, so of Ghana in the CAF Confederation Cup's preliminary stages. So they have gotten new set of players. I just hope that they understand what it means to be the biggest team in Nigeria. We don't want a situation where we'll be seeing all these things about Enyimba not doing well, not going well. They should lay their bed so that you are going to lie down smoothly. Because if you don't lay your bed well, everything will always come out to play on the pitch of play. Enyimba, they are trying to come back. They are top of the league already. They are top of the Nigerian Premier Football League currently as we speak. So I'm happy for them. They are coming back, and I just hope that I just want to see them in the continent next season because we are used to seeing them there.
Well, today 4 p.m. Katsina United will be facing Wicked Tourists. That's the northern thing happening right there. I mean, just give me quickly, what are your predictions for this game?
It will definitely be difficult, yeah, but Wicked Tourists, northern side, very decent side from the NNL to, let's not forget, they played in the finals of the NNL against Warri Wolves. Since they came in, their players have been scoring bangers. I've even seen all those shots from on our YouTube channel. Their players have been scoring crazy goals. I'm really happy that all those kind of goals, they are producing those kind of goals in the NPFL year. And Katsina United too. See, I don't know, Northern Derby, let me say Katsina United to win or a draw. I don't see Wicked Tourists winning. Or let me just say a draw. Because Wicked Tourists want to push. But Katsina want to say, come on, you're playing at home. And it's a Northern Derby. A draw, I think, would be better for both teams.
Well, definitely, whatever happens there, it's none of my concern. It's the NPFL. It's a beautiful game I'm expecting to see. I want the better side to win at the end of the day. Trent, the NNL is back. November 8th, 2025. Quite interesting to see the NNL coming back. And this time around, 4 conferences, 2 from the Southern and 2 from the Northern Conference as well. Conference A and B from the Southern Conference, C and D from the Northern Conference. And one unique thing this time around, Trent, there is no more Super 8s. There's only going to be something called the Super 4. The winners from the 4 conferences will come to play to determine the winner of the NNL. But each winner from the conferences will go automatically to the NPFL.
I'm happy.
And this is making the NNL more difficult this time.
Well, I'm happy. You know that the NNL is just like NPFL in the last 10 years. And now, in the past 10 years, that's how the NNL is because what you see in the NPFL 10 years ago is what you see in the NNL currently. You know what I'm talking about like beautiful football, yeah? So, it's a welcome development. And in the AGM, George Aliu, the head of the NNL committee, he said something about that in the next season that we'll just have 2 conferences, Conference A and Conference B. That's what we are going to be seeing in the NNL. So it's a welcome development. And see, I don't buy to the idea that we'll be seeing the first 4 teams, maybe Group A, top of Group A will qualify, top of Group B will qualify, C and D will qualify. I don't buy to that idea because the Super 8 was an eye-opener, yeah, to so many people. The Super 8 is where you come and tell us and play how you played the whole season, qualifying by your own self. Because I don't think there is so much corruption in the Super 8. We'll have to call a spade a spade. There is always like this corruption, allegedly, although, in the NNL, in the normal league, normal league season. But anytime they come to the Super 8, I think it's always really difficult, a little bit difficult to man over anything or to play hanky-panky with the referees and officiating members like that.
I beg to differ from that because I think the Super 8 was actually a platform for some persons who you just want to put yourself there, just somewhere in your conference, so you can come to the Super 8 and you just struggle or you just manage to be drawing games and maybe penalties will help you go through. That's not what I want to see.
That's football.
That's not what I want to see.
Football.
I want to see you play in your conference. I'm really enjoying this thing. I don't know if there's anybody who is excited more than I am. I'm really enjoying it. I want to see you play in your conference. Go the top of your conference and qualify to the NPFL.
Well,
if you are tight, You know what I mean when I say you are tight. If you are tight, come and show us.
Well, talking about tights, let's just get
The
through
Conference
all the
A,
teams.
Conference A, the clubs that are in the Conference A here are Abia Comets, Beyond Limits, Crown FC, Idel FC, Iwo United, Inter Lagos, Sunshine Stars, Heartland FC, Godswill Akpabio United, and Smart City FC. Conference B comprises of Aqua United, Abakaliki FC, Ekiti United, Dakada FC, Sporting Lagos, Osun United, First Bank, Stormers, Rovers FC, and Solution FC.
Well, while in Conference C, we've got ABS FC, FC Basira, Duma United, Lobby Stars, City FC, Kada City, Mighty Jets, Sokoto United. Conference D consists of Bichi First FC, Jigawa GS, Ranchers Bees, Adamawa United, Sporting Supreme, Gombe United, Kebbi United, and Yobe Desert Stars. Trust me, I know all the teams that are qualifying already to the MPFL. From Group A to Group D, I know. Group A, should I give my predictions or it's too early?
Let's hear it.
All right, from Group A, Heartland of Uweri are qualifying back to the MPFL. Take it to the bank. There's nothing Abia Comets are doing beyond limits, because like United FC and all of them.
I think in Conference A, the fight there will be between Gao FC and Heartland FC.
There is no fight. See, there is no fight. Gao FC doesn't have what it takes to fight against Heartland. Do you know who Heartlands are? 5 times champions of the NPFL. See, Heartland is a team that
Don't forget, Heartland have been relegated consecutively the previous 2 seasons.
Well, let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
They will definitely play against each other, home and away. Conference B, team that is qualifying. Aqua United, obviously, are coming back. Take it to the bank. Aqua United are coming back easily.
Well, I'm not disputing the fact that Aqua United will qualify, but there's something I saw there in Conference B. I don't know. It's worth mentioning because quite a few weeks ago we heard some news from different quarters about Dakada FC, and all of a sudden I'm seeing Dakada FC in the same conference with Aqua United.
Well, I think they have not sold the slot yet. Because I think that's what they're supposed to do. Dakada, I don't think Dakada still exists.
No. For this to be listed after the AGM, it means there's some sort of representation in the AGM.
Not from Dakada.
Okay,
I understand. Yeah, like representation from Dakada in the AGM. Well, Dakada, they don't have any team management currently. So
anyway,
I don't know.
I smell some rice and stew somewhere.
For Conference B, Lobby Stars. Lobby Stars or Duma.
You mean Conference C?
Conference C, rather. I think it will be between Lobby Stars and Duma. Duma are coming back to the MPF.
Have you seen City FC play?
Leave that team. Is it not a team from Abuja? Has any Abuja team lifted the MPFL title before?
Okay, it's about the MPFL title now.
Yes. Anyway. There's no football in Abuja. So please. I know City FC, I see their games.
Abuja
sometimes.
Fans, I hope you can hear
Duma United qualifies from Conference C. Conference D, take it to the bank. Yobe Desert Stars. I watched these guys last season. The only thing I feel will come head to head with Yobe is Gombe United, because Gombe United is a stay-home team. They want to prove everything possible
anyway,
to come back.
Hold your
Yobe Desert Stars.
Hold your thoughts right
Please.
there. In Conference D, definitely Gombe United. They are MPFL experience side. So come on, what are you talking about?
So are you trying to say that no, we will not see any newcomer from the NPF, from the NNL?
Well,
we saw 2 newcomers last season, Barra FC and Kun Khalifa. Yeah, in the NPFL. So are you trying to tell us we will not see any newcomer? We'll definitely see newcomer. And they will come from this north, not from the south, because the south is there. It's written, it's scripted, and will be there. Inshallah.
Okay. Well, time will tell. Let's see what will happen November 8th when we see the first match of the NNL begin. Trent, it's going to be a quite interesting season for the NNL fans.
We'll be there. I'm like, see, the MPFL is not really interesting to watch, but I still watch it because I still have to come and do this job here. NNL is where the football is. NNL is where the game is. NNL is where you shout, you scream at everything. You're just upset with everything. And it's always like really nice because when you just sit down and reflect, you just smile and say, come on, it's just football and you just have to live with it.
Well, Dakada FC, before I go, I think you guys should tell me something. I want to hear from you. Come on, what's happening with you guys?
I think you ask the Commissioner of Sports, of Akwa Ibom State, Elder Paul Passy. That's the man that has the explanation to Dakada United. Yeah, obviously, he was the one that brought out the new committee of Akwa United and Ibom Angels. No Dakada, no Ibom Youth, according to what we saw and according to what we heard. Yeah. So he's the one that has the explanation. No one owes us the governor does not owe us the explanation. He's the Commissioner of Sport.
Technical team, I think my mic is off. Please help us.
The mic is not off.
Trent.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting weekend.
Very interesting.
It is an interesting weekend.
Very interesting.
What do you hope to see next weekend?
All the teams qualify for the group stage. All the teams in the NPFL representing us in the CAF Champions League and in the CAF Confederation Cup qualify for the group stage proper. One statement to Mama Lodi Sundowns: we are coming for you. Remo Stars of Ikene are the champions of the NPFL, so you have to respect that. We are playing against the champions, so we are coming for you, Mama Lodi Sundowns. Be there.
Well, on Friday, this is a message for you. I'll be right there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Come next weekend. I want to see you score a goal, and I want you to make sure Rivers United qualify to the next stages of the CAF competition. That's it for me. That's how much we can take for this week's edition of the show. My name is Bill. We are out. This is the Locker Room Central.
You're gonna love it.